My name is Brian Quintenz. I'm a commissioner with the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC. We are a commission-based regulatory agency, so we have 5 commissioners, including a chairman, and we operate on a majority basis, and we oversee the United States derivatives markets. Well, I was invited to discuss cross-border regulatory cooperation. The financial crisis brought to light the need to regulate the swaps market, which had traditionally been an unregulated but global marketplace. And now, as jurisdictions are implementing rules, we're trying our best to not fracture the liquidity that's present in the global marketplace. And the best way to do that is through deference to other countries, as well as international cooperation with our fellow regulators. The coffee's great. It's a beautiful hall. It's a fantastic conference. It's small and it's dynamic. I value a conference like this, and this one specifically, City Week, because I have an ability to interact with a lot of the participants in a way that's substantive, as opposed to something that's a little bit more peripheral. And I value being able to spend time with the people that I meet, because I think there's so much to gain from interaction in this space. It's so diverse. You know, I love this space because of the diversity of the products, of the people, of the geography, and it's very valuable to spend time with people that are actually involved in this market. Well, I thought it went very well. I mean, whenever you have multiple regulators from some of the largest jurisdictions in the world together speaking about cooperating and how they are trying to think about cross-border regulation, I think that's only a positive. The more any jurisdiction tries to impose its regulatory philosophy on other jurisdictions, the worse our markets evolve and the worse those relationships become. So bringing regulators together to talk about how to do that constructively and positively is a very valuable thing. Besides being in a beautiful building with a lot of very smart people, in the United States we consider anything built before 1950 to be historic, so it's nice to be in something that's a little bit older than that. Well, I think this space of regulating the derivatives market on a cross-border global basis is something that is going to be with us and a challenge for the foreseeable future. And I think the more that we can, as regulators, come together and speak together about it in public settings and in conferences like City Week, the more it will hold us accountable for unanticipated consequences of any of our regulatory actions. I'm taking away from this conference an interest at both rationalizing global derivatives market reforms to ensure the safety of the system, but also the effectiveness and the economic viability of our risk and hedging markets, as well as an intense focus on regulatory cooperation. I believe that the will is there and the relationships are present to come out in a good place for cross-border regulatory, a cross-border regulatory framework.